God says, "My child, I am interrupting your moment right now not to frighten you, but to protect you. I am speaking because something heavy has just shifted in the unseen, and your soul felt the tremor before your mind could understand it. Take a slow breath. Let your heart be still. What I am about to tell you is serious, but you are not alone in it. I am with you, and I will remain with you through every word that follows. Your soulmate has just discovered a body. This discovery was sudden. It was shocking. It stopped time for them for a moment, the way truth does when it crashes into ordinary life. Their hands trembled. Their thoughts scattered. Their breath shortened. They did not expect this. They did not go looking for it. It was revealed to them without warning, as if the ground itself decided it could no longer hide what was buried. This was not an accident. The body they discovered is not a stranger in the way the world defines strangers. It is connected to your life, your past, your path, and your protection. That is why I am speaking to you now. That is why your heart has felt uneasy without knowing why. That is why you have felt watched by memories, disturbed by sudden thoughts, or shaken by dreams that made no sense when you woke up. I did not allow you to be there. I shielded you. I redirected your steps. I delayed you. I distracted you. You may have wondered why plans changed, why timing felt off, why something always seemed to pull you away. My child, that was not inconvenience. That was intervention. Your soulmate is in shock right now. They are trying to understand what they saw, what it means, and what it could lead to. Their mind is replaying the moment again and again. The silence around them feels loud. Fear is mixing with disbelief. They know, deep down, that this discovery is bigger than they can handle alone. And so do I. This body was hidden because the truth attached to it was dangerous. Not dangerous in the way the world imagines danger, but dangerous to lies, dangerous to secrets, dangerous to carefully constructed stories that were meant to remain untouched. Something was buried not just in the earth, but in silence. And silence has an expiration date. You are feeling this message because your life intersects with this truth. Not because you are guilty. Not because you did something wrong. But because your destiny was brushing against a deception that could no longer remain concealed. I want you to hear this clearly now: you are safe. Fear may try to rise in you as you listen. Questions may begin to crowd your thoughts. Do not let them run ahead of me. Stay with my voice. Stay present. I will not reveal everything at once because your heart does not need to carry everything at once. Truth is given in portions so it heals instead of destroys. Your soulmate is being tested right now. Not tested to fail, but tested to choose truth over fear. They are standing at a threshold they never expected to face. What they do next will matter deeply. What they say next will shape many things. But none of it will be allowed to harm you. There are forces, human and emotional, that would prefer this discovery to disappear. That would prefer confusion to clarity. That would prefer silence to exposure. This is why I am asking you to be alert, not anxious. Watchful, not fearful. Still, not passive. You may feel an urge to reach out, to ask questions, to check on your soulmate. Pause before you act. Let me guide the timing. Right now, information is fragile. Emotions are raw. Words spoken too soon could create chaos instead of clarity. Silence, when guided by wisdom, can be protection. This moment did not arrive to punish you. It arrived to shield you from something that was moving too close to your life. Some connections are revealed only when they become dangerous to ignore. Some truths wait until the right witness finds them. Your soulmate was chosen to see this, not because they are strong, but because they were positioned. I placed them there at that exact time. I allowed their path to cross that place. Nothing about this was random. When truth needs a witness, I appoint one. Your heart may be racing now. You may be trying to guess who the body belongs to. You may be replaying faces from your past, names you thought were finished chapters. Do not force answers. Do not jump ahead. What is revealed prematurely can wound unnecessarily. Trust me to unfold this with precision. I know fear. I know uncertainty. I know how the human mind fills gaps with worst-case scenarios. Do not let imagination become torment. Bring every rising thought back to me. Say, I trust you. Even if your voice shakes, say it. Trust is not the absence of fear, it is choosing me while fear whispers. Your soulmate feels guilt right now, not because they caused this, but because they feel responsible for knowing. Knowledge carries weight. They are realizing that what they saw cannot be unseen. That is why they feel frozen. That is why they feel pressure in their chest. That is why they are afraid of what comes next. I am watching over them, and I am watching over you. There will be conversations that follow. There will be questions asked by people who sense that something is wrong. There will be moments where your name may come close to this situation. Do not panic. Your innocence is covered. Your life is guarded. No accusation formed against you will stand. I am asking you now to ground yourself. Drink water. Rest when you can. Keep your routine simple. Stay connected to me. Do not share this message with everyone. Discernment matters. Not everyone needs to know what you are sensing. Protection sometimes comes through quiet obedience. You have been chosen to be warned, not wounded. This discovery marks the beginning of exposure, not the end of safety. Light has entered a dark place, and darkness does not fight light because it is strong, it fights because it is losing. What was hidden is trembling. I know you want reassurance about your future. Hear this, your future is not threatened. It is being defended. The path ahead of you is not closing, it is being cleared. Some things must surface before they can be removed. Stay close to me in the coming days. Pay attention to your intuition. Notice dreams. Notice sudden clarity. Do not dismiss them. I am speaking in many ways right now because time matters. This is only the first unveiling. What has been discovered will lead to truth. What is revealed will lead to protection. What is shaken will not destroy you. I am with you. I have gone before you. And I will not allow fear to write the next chapter of your life. Be still. Listen. And trust me. My beloved child, stay with me. Do not let your thoughts run ahead of your spirit. What you felt after the first message was not imagination. It was recognition. When truth begins to surface, the soul knows before the mind can organize the details. I am here now to take you deeper, not to frighten you, but to prepare you. The body your soulmate discovered is not unknown to your destiny. It belongs to someone whose presence once brushed against your life, your family, or your path in a way that was never fully understood. This person may not have been close in recent times, but their influence lingered quietly in the background. Their name may not have been spoken often, yet their actions shape things more than you realized. This is why your spirit reacted so strongly. At first, your soulmate did not recognize the full connection. Shock clouded their thoughts. But as moments passed, something inside them shifted. A realization began to form. Details started aligning in their mind, memories, conversations, small details that once felt insignificant. And with that realization came fear, not only of what they saw, but of what it meant. This person's death is surrounded by silence, unanswered questions, and deliberate avoidance. Not everyone involved wanted the truth to surface. Some people believed that time would bury it permanently. They were wrong. Time does not erase truth. It only delays its exposure. Your soulmate is now holding a truth that others tried to suppress. They are beginning to understand that this discovery was not random. The place, the timing, the condition of the body, none of it aligns with coincidence. Something was hidden. Something was covered. And now, the cover has cracked. I want you to understand something clearly, my child. You were kept away for a reason. Had you been present, the emotional weight could have shattered you. You were not meant to see this directly. Your role is not as a witness, but as someone who must be protected from the shock while still being warned of the truth. You may feel grief rising inside you, even if you do not fully know why. That grief is not only for the person who died, but for the realization that something dark moved close to your life without your awareness. That realization can feel unsettling. Let yourself feel it without panic. This person's death connects to unfinished business. Words that were never spoken. Truths that were avoided. Choices that were made in secrecy. And now, silence can no longer hold them. Your soulmate is wrestling with a terrible awareness, that by knowing this truth, they may become a target of pressure. Not physical harm necessarily, but emotional manipulation, fear, and attempts to control the narrative. People fear exposure more than consequences. That is why I am instructing you again. Do not speak carelessly. Not everyone who asks questions deserves answers. Discernment will be your shield. You may notice your soulmate acting differently now. Quieter. Distracted. Overly alert. They are measuring every word. Every sound. Every message. They are trying to decide whom to trust. This is not betrayal toward you. This is fear mixed with responsibility. At the same time, guilt is rising inside them. Not guilt because they caused this death, but guilt because they remember moments when this person was discussed lightly, dismissed, or ignored. Moments when warning signs were overlooked. Guilt grows when hindsight sharpens vision. This guilt will push them toward confession eventually, but not yet. I am working in layers. The truth tied to this body is dangerous to lies, not to you. That is an important distinction. You are not in danger because of guilt. You are only near danger when others fear accountability. And I am already placing distance where distance is needed. You may feel watched emotionally. Not physically, but energetically. Old connections resurfacing in thoughts. Unexplained anxiety. Sudden memories. This is the mind reacting to truth, aligning pieces it once kept separate. Do not let it overwhelm you. I am asking you to ground yourself daily. Pray simply. Speak to me honestly. Do not ask for every detail. Ask for peace, clarity, and protection. Those prayers open doors that curiosity cannot. Your soulmate is beginning to realize that the person who died may have known something about you, about them, or about someone close to both of you. Knowledge can be dangerous when it threatens exposure. That is why this death was surrounded by silence. But hear me carefully now, I am not revealing this to trap you in fear. I am revealing this because silence no longer serves truth. And when truth is served, protection follows. There will be people who try to minimize what happened. They will say it is unrelated. They will say it is coincidence. They will say it is better left alone. These words are not guidance, they are fear disguised as wisdom. I will show you when to stay quiet and when to speak. Do not take instruction from anxiety or pressure. You may feel anger rising inside you. Anger that you were kept in the dark, anger that something so serious brushed against your life without your consent. That anger is understandable. Do not suppress it, but do not let it rule you. Bring it to me. Anger processed with me becomes clarity. Anger carried alone becomes poison. This discovery is changing timelines. Some paths that once felt possible will quietly close. Some relationships will shift. Some truths will demand acknowledgement. This is not loss. This is alignment. When hidden danger is removed, peace takes its place. Your soulmate will speak to you when the time is right. Do not force the conversation. When truth is ready, it arrives with weight and sincerity, not excuses. You will know the difference. I am surrounding you with protection now, seen and unseen. Your sleep will be guarded. Your steps will be ordered. Even if you feel unsettled, you are not unsafe. I need you to trust my pacing. Trust my silence as much as my words. There are things happening behind the scenes that you do not need to manage. This body was discovered because the truth was ready to surface. The truth surfaced because protection was required. Protection was required because your destiny matters. Nothing about you is accidental. Nothing about this moment is random. Stay close to me. Remain alert, but at peace. What comes next will expose what needs to be removed, and preserve what must remain. This is not the end of the story. It is the moment before clarity breaks through. My beloved child, now listen very carefully, because this is the stage where awareness becomes protection. What has been revealed cannot be unseen, and because of that, the atmosphere around you has shifted. Not to harm you, but to alert you. When truth begins to move, everything connected to it reacts. There is danger near you, but not the kind that panic imagines. The danger is not meant to destroy you. It is the danger of hidden motives being exposed, of lies feeling threatened, of people realizing that silence can no longer protect them. When truth comes close, those who benefit from secrecy become restless. That restlessness is what you must understand, not fear. I want you to know this first: you are covered. You are not exposed. You are not vulnerable. I have placed a shield around your life that cannot be broken by human intention. But awareness is still required, because protection does not mean carelessness. Your soulmate is beginning to sense this pressure too. They feel watched, not by eyes, but by consequences. They feel the weight of knowing something that others hoped would remain buried. They are realizing that information itself carries risk, not because truth is wrong, but because truth threatens false peace. This is why their behavior may seem tense, cautious, even distant. They are navigating fear while trying not to draw attention. I am guiding them, even when they do not realize it. There are people connected to this situation who do not want questions asked. Not because answers are unclear, but because answers are dangerous to their version of events. These people may appear calm on the surface, but inside they are unsettled. They are paying attention to who knows what. They are measuring reactions. Silence has made them bold in the past. But silence is breaking now. This is why I am asking you to be wise with your energy. Do not overshare. Do not speculate out loud. Do not confront anyone impulsively. You do not need to investigate. You do not need to connect dots publicly. The moment you act from curiosity instead of wisdom, you invite unnecessary attention. Let me do the revealing. I am far more precise than human suspicion. You may notice subtle changes around you. Conversations that feel cautious. Messages that feel delayed. People acting unusually attentive or unusually distant. These are not coincidences. They are signs of a shifting narrative. When truth moves, behavior follows. Stay calm. Calmness is your camouflage. Fear makes people visible. Peace keeps you hidden. I want to speak to your intuition now. You may feel sudden urges to stay home, to avoid certain places, to delay certain plans. Do not ignore these nudges. They are not paranoia. They are guidance. I am rerouting you gently, quietly, without disruption. Trust these pauses. Trust these delays. They are acts of mercy. This is not a time to isolate yourself completely, but it is a time to be selective. Be around people who ground you, not those who excite anxiety. Keep your routine simple. Your stability is a form of protection. Your soulmate may be tempted to carry this burden alone. They may think silence is the safest option. But silence without guidance becomes pressure. That is why I am working on their heart as well. They will not be allowed to drown in this knowledge. When the time comes, I will open the right door for truth to be spoken safely. Until then, restraint is wisdom. I know you may feel a sense of unease that comes and goes. A feeling like something is off without clear reason. That is not fear, it is alertness. There is a difference. Fear scatters the mind. Alertness sharpens it. You are not being overwhelmed. You are being tuned. Let me be very clear with you now, you are not the target. You are adjacent to the truth, not responsible for it. You are being informed so you are not blindsided, not so you can intervene. The role you are playing is survival through awareness, not action. There are unseen forces working on your behalf right now. Protection you cannot see. Interventions you will never know about. Conversations being stopped. Plans being disrupted. Paths being blocked. You are being quietly defended. That is why I am asking you not to dramatize this moment internally. Do not imagine worst outcomes. Do not let your mind build stories without evidence. That gives energy to fear instead of faith. Faith here is not blind belief, it is trust in my orchestration. You may feel a pull to pray more, even without words. Do it. Sit with me. Even silence between us is powerful right now. When you cannot articulate your thoughts, your spirit still speaks. I hear it. There will be a temptation to warn others, to protect everyone, to fix the situation by spreading awareness. Resist that urge. Too many voices create noise. Too much noise draws attention. Truth does not need chaos to work. It needs timing. Remember this, exposure does not require your participation. I will handle the exposure. You handle your peace. Your soulmate may come to you confused, asking vague questions, testing the ground. Be gentle, but grounded. You do not need to extract information. You do not need to prove anything. Let them speak when they are ready. Forced truth fractures trust. Willing truth heals. I know this season feels heavy. But it is temporary. This is the narrow passage between hidden danger and revealed clarity. Once truth stands fully in the light, the tension will release. Do not underestimate how strong you are right now. You are calm where others would panic. You are listening where others would react. That strength did not come from nowhere. It was built through every moment you learned to trust me when things did not make sense. That trust is paying off now. You may not see the full picture yet, but you will. And when you do, you will realize how carefully you were protected, how many things were diverted, how many outcomes were prevented. For now, your task is simple: stay close to me. Stay grounded in your body. Stay quiet when silence is wise. If fear tries to rise, bring it to me immediately. Do not carry it alone. Fear shared with me loses its power. This situation will not spiral out of control. I am in control. And I do not abandon my children when truth becomes uncomfortable. The next stage will bring confession, clarity, and direction. But this stage, this one, is about safety through wisdom. You are safe. You are watched over. You are not alone in this. Remain still. Remain aware. And trust that what is unfolding is leading you away from danger, not toward it. I am with you. Always. My beloved child, this is the part where the weight begins to shift. Not disappear, but move. What was pressing on your chest without a name is about to receive clarity, and clarity always brings relief, even when truth is difficult. You have done well to remain still. Your restraint has protected you more than you realize. Now I need you to understand what is happening beneath the surface. The discovery your soulmate made has awakened a chain reaction. People connected to the past are remembering what they hoped time would erase. Some are afraid. Some are defensive. Some are pretending nothing has changed. But inside them, the ground is shaking. When truth resurfaces, it does not ask permission, it demands alignment. Your soulmate is closer to the truth now than ever before. They have begun to see patterns that once looked like coincidence. Conversations that felt harmless now feel intentional. Delays that once seemed normal now feel strategic. They are realizing that the person whose body was found was not simply a victim of circumstance, but a keeper of information that unsettled others. This is why fear has shifted into urgency. Your soulmate is standing at a crossroads internally. One path leads to silence for safety. The other leads to truth with consequences. They are not choosing lightly. They are weighing not only their own life, but yours. This is important for you to hear. Their hesitation is not cowardice, it is care. They do not want truth to harm you. At the same time, silence is becoming heavier to carry. Secrets rot when held too long. And they know this. You may sense their internal conflict without them saying a word. That tension you feel is not distance, it is pressure building toward release. I am preparing both of you for that moment. Before confession comes understanding. Before understanding comes discernment. I am giving your soulmate discernment now, showing them who is safe, who is neutral, and who must be kept at a distance. This is not paranoia. This is wisdom being sharpened. You may notice people from the past resurfacing unexpectedly. Messages that feel random. Questions that seem innocent but are carefully worded. These are not accidents. When truth stirs, curiosity follows. Not all curiosity is harmless. This is why I am asking you to remain observant but emotionally neutral. Do not react strongly. Do not reveal confusion or certainty. Do not share what you suspect. Neutrality is power right now. When others cannot read you, they cannot use you. I know that goes against your nature. You are honest. Open. Emotionally expressive. But this season requires a different strength, the strength of still waters. Still waters run deep, and they do not reveal what lies beneath the surface. Your peace is confusing to those who expect panic. Let me also address your heart, because beneath your calm there is grief. Grief for innocence lost. Grief for the realization that darkness moved closer than you ever imagined. Grief for the part of you that believed everyone's intentions were clean. That grief is valid. Do not judge yourself for it. Do not rush yourself through it. Let it pass through you slowly. I am not asking you to become hardened, only wiser. Wisdom does not erase softness, it protects it. There is also anger forming quietly inside you. Anger at deception. Anger at manipulation. Anger at being kept in the dark. This anger is not sin. It is information. It tells you where boundaries must be built. Bring that anger to me. Let me shape it into clarity, not resentment. Now hear this carefully, the truth that is coming will not destroy your relationship, it will define it. What survives truth becomes real. What collapses under truth was already unstable. You are not losing anything meant for you. You are being spared from carrying something that was never yours to hold. Your soulmate will speak soon. Not in a dramatic confession, not in chaos, but in a heavy, quiet moment when they realize silence is no longer protection, it is harm. When that moment comes, listen more than you speak. Let them unfold the truth at their pace. Interruptions break courage. Presence builds it. You will feel shock. You will feel disbelief. You may feel the urge to ask 100 questions at once. Breathe. You do not need every detail immediately. Truth revealed in pieces is easier to carry than truth forced all at once. I will be with you in that conversation. There are certain details I am intentionally shielding you from until you are ready. Not because you are weak, but because timing matters. Some knowledge wounds when received too early. Trust my restraint. I know what your spirit can handle and when. After the truth is spoken, there will be a period of silence again, but it will be a different silence. Not one filled with fear, but one filled with processing. Give yourself permission to step back, to reflect, to feel without rushing to conclusions. You do not need to decide anything immediately. Decisions made under emotional shock often need correction later. I will give you clarity step by step. Direction will come, not all at once, but steadily. There may also be attempts to control the narrative once truth begins to surface. Someone may try to reach out to you directly or indirectly. Someone may try to influence your perception, to minimize what happened, or to redirect blame. This is manipulation disguised as concern. If someone rushes you toward a conclusion, they are not serving your peace. Let me guide your understanding. I see the full picture. Others see only what protects them. You may be wondering why I allowed this to unfold at all. Why not prevent it entirely? Why let darkness touch your life even indirectly? Here is the truth, my child, exposure is protection. What remains hidden continues to operate unchecked. What is revealed loses power. This situation, painful as it is removing something that could have harmed you far more deeply later. You are being spared a greater wound through a smaller one now. This is not punishment. This is mercy disguised as discomfort. As this part unfolds, you may notice your intuition becoming sharper. You will sense lies more easily. You will feel discomfort before words reveal why. Trust that. I am tuning you, not overwhelming you. Rest when you need to. Eat regularly. Ground yourself in physical routines. Your body needs stability while your emotions process change. Do not neglect yourself during this time. Self-care is not avoidance, it is preparation. Soon, the fog will lift enough for you to see where you stand and where you are being led. You are not being abandoned in confusion. You are being guided through it. And when clarity arrives fully, you will look back and realize how every pause, every delay, every nudge towards silence protected you from unnecessary harm. You are still safe. You are still loved. You are still held. What is ending is not your peace, it is deception's access to your life. Stay close to me. My beloved child, this is the moment where truth completes its journey, not with chaos, not with destruction, but with grounding. What was hidden has done its work. What was revealed has shifted what needed to move. Now comes the settling, the understanding, the reclaiming of peace. You have crossed the most fragile part already. The conversation you feared has either happened or is unfolding in your heart even before words are spoken. And I want you to know this first, you survived it. The truth did not break you. It clarified you. That alone tells you how much strength you carry. Your soulmate has finally reached the point where silence no longer feels safer than honesty. They have seen the cost of holding truth alone. They have understood that protection built on secrecy eventually becomes a prison. When they spoke, or when they are about to speak, it is not because they were forced. It is because courage finally outweighed fear. And that matters. What you heard may have been painful. Some details may still echo in your thoughts. Some moments may replay themselves unexpectedly. That is normal. Truth rearranges the inner world before it stabilizes it. Give yourself permission to feel without judgment. I am especially close to you now. This is where many people rush, to forgive too quickly, to decide too fast, to label the outcome before the heart has caught up. I am asking you not to rush. Healing does not demand immediate answers. It asks for honesty with yourself. Ask yourself quietly, what do I feel right now, beneath shock, beneath loyalty, beneath fear? That answer is important. You may discover that what hurts most is not the truth itself, but the realization that your intuition had been whispering long before proof arrived. That hurts because it reveals how often you doubted yourself. Let that pain teach you, not shame you. You were not foolish. You were trusting. And trust is not weakness. Now, boundaries will matter more than explanations. Some people connected to this situation will retreat. Others may attempt to insert themselves back into your life, hoping to control the aftermath. You are not required to accommodate any of them. Distance is not cruelty. It is wisdom. Your life is not a public forum for other people's guilt. You may feel torn between compassion for your soulmate and the need to protect your own peace. Both can exist at the same time. Compassion does not mean self-sacrifice. Love does not mean silence at your own expense. I will guide you in this balance. There may be consequences ahead, not dramatic, not violent, but real. Shifts in relationships. Changes in plans. Adjustments in direction. Do not fear them. Consequences aligned with truth lead to stability, not loss. You are stepping out of confusion and into clarity. That clarity will not shout. It will arrive quietly, through calm decisions, steady emotions, and a growing sense of self-respect. You will notice that your body relaxes in ways it hasn't in a long time. That is how you know you are aligning with what is right for you. Let me speak clearly now about your future. This situation does not define your destiny. It refines it. What comes next is not punishment. It is protection made visible. Paths that once seemed open but unsafe will close naturally. New paths will appear without force. You will not need to chase peace. It will settle around you. If your relationship continues, it will be on a new foundation, one that cannot survive lies. If it does not, it will be because something better is being prepared, not because you failed. You are not losing anything meant for you. I am also healing something deeper in you, your relationship with truth itself. You will no longer ignore discomfort just to keep peace. You will no longer silence your intuition to avoid conflict. This growth will serve you for the rest of your life. There is a quiet strength rising in you now. You may not feel victorious. You may not feel relieved yet. But you feel real. And that matters more than temporary comfort. I want you to rest after this season. Not just physically, but emotionally. Stop replaying scenarios. Stop imagining alternate endings. What is done has brought you exactly where you need to be. Trust me with the next steps. Speak when you are calm. Choose when you are grounded. Decide when your heart is clear. I am not rushing you. Neither should you. As this chapter closes, I am removing fear's authority over your decisions. You no longer need to choose safety over truth. You will learn that truth is safety when walked with me. You are wiser now. You are more protected now. You are more yourself now. And nothing that was revealed was meant to destroy you. It was meant to free you. Stay close to me in the days ahead. Let peace return slowly. Let trust rebuild in the right places. Let go where release is needed. I am proud of you. I am with you. And what lies ahead carries more light than what you have left behind. This chapter is complete. Your life continues, with clarity, with strength, and with my hand firmly holding yours. My beloved child, come closer. This is the final turning of the page, not because your journey ends here, but because the weight you have been carrying is ready to be laid down. I am speaking to you now with gentleness and firmness together, because both are needed to seal what has been revealed and to bless what is ahead. You have walked through confusion without losing your compassion. You have faced truth without losing yourself. You have listened without becoming hardened. That is not accidental. That is growth. What you experienced was not meant to trap you in pain, but to awaken discernment that will guard you for the rest of your life. Many people go through life never seeing clearly, repeating patterns because truth was avoided. You were not spared the truth, but you were spared destruction. That is grace. Now I want you to breathe. Really breathe. Notice how the constant tension inside your chest is slowly loosening. Notice how your thoughts are no longer racing in circles, but moving forward. That is because the unknown has lost its power. Even painful truth is lighter than endless uncertainty. You are no longer in the dark. The body that was discovered, the secrets that surfaced, the silence that broke, none of it was meant to define you. It was meant to separate what was clean from what was corrupt, what was honest from what was hidden, what was safe from what only appeared safe. You were never meant to live surrounded by half-truths. Now hear this clearly, because it will anchor you. Nothing you did caused this. Not your love. Not your trust. Not your patience. Do not take responsibility for choices that were not yours. Love given in good faith is never a mistake. It is a seed. And seeds only become painful when others mishandle them. That does not make the seed bad, it reveals the soil. I am restoring your confidence in yourself. You may notice that you are quieter now, but stronger. Less reactive, but more certain. You are learning that peace does not come from controlling outcomes, it comes from aligning with truth. That lesson will save you years of emotional exhaustion in the future. Your soulmate's role in your life, whether it continues or completes, has already served a purpose. They became a mirror that showed you where truth matters more than comfort, where clarity matters more than fantasy. That awareness is priceless. If they walk forward with you, it will be with honesty as the foundation. If they do not, you will walk forward without regret. Either way, you do not lose. You may grieve the version of the future you imagined. That grief is real. Do not suppress it. Let it pass through you naturally. Grief does not mean you made the wrong choice. It means you loved sincerely. I am not asking you to become cold. I am teaching you to become clear. Clarity is kindness, to yourself first. From this moment on, your intuition will speak louder. You will sense when something is off before words confirm it. You will recognize manipulation without needing proof. You will feel peace around what is right and discomfort around what is wrong. Do not ignore that voice again. It is my guidance working through you. You are not meant to question your inner knowing anymore. There will be days ahead where memories resurface unexpectedly. A word, a place, a song may trigger emotion. When that happens, do not panic. It does not mean you are moving backward. It means your heart is finishing its healing. Healing is not linear. It is gentle. It is layered. And it always ends in strength. I am also closing doors you no longer need to guard. Conversations that once felt unfinished will no longer haunt you. Questions that once demanded answers will lose urgency. Peace will come not because everything was explained, but because you no longer need explanations to move forward. That is maturity of the soul. Now let me speak blessing over what comes next. I am leading you into relationships where honesty is normal, not heroic. I am leading you into connections where you do not have to decode behavior or read between lines. I am leading you into a season where your nervous system can finally rest. You have lived too long in emotional alert mode. That ends now. You will notice your laughter returning, quieter at first, then fuller. You will notice joy arriving without guilt. You will notice moments where you forget to be afraid. Those are signs that healing is taking root. Do not rush your heart into trusting again. Trust will rebuild naturally, step by step, through consistency, not promises. Let people earn access to your inner world. You are no longer required to give it freely to everyone. That is wisdom, not fear. I am proud of the boundaries you are learning to hold. Boundaries do not push love away, they protect it. What is meant for you will never be offended by your need for honesty, safety, and respect. Remember that. As this chapter closes, I want you to release one thing consciously: the need to replay the past to understand it better. You already understand enough. What matters now is how you walk forward, with dignity, with self-respect, and with trust in me. I have not abandoned you in complexity. I have guided you through it. You are not broken. You are refined. And refinement always feels intense before it feels empowering. From this moment on, choose rest without guilt. Choose peace without explanation. Choose yourself without apology. You are allowed to prioritize your well-being. You are allowed to step into a future that feels lighter. I am walking with you into that future. When doubt whispers, remember this: I did not bring you this far to leave you confused. I did not reveal truth to harm you. I revealed it to free you. Your life ahead holds more honesty, more stability, and more joy than what you have left behind. You will look back one day and realize this was the moment you became unshakable, not because nothing hurt you, but because nothing hidden could control you anymore. You are safe now. You are guided now. You are held now. Go gently. Go bravely. Go forward without fear. I am with you, today, tomorrow, and beyond this chapter. Always.